Prince Louis unlikely to inherit Andrew's title, expert says there may never be another duke. Welcome, royal watchers, to Crown Chronicles, your ultimate source for the latest royal revelations, dramatic family turns, and the truth behind those palace walls. If you love keeping up with Britain's most fascinating family, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell, because today, we're diving into a royal twist that's caught everyone by surprise, one that could permanently change the future of royal titles as we know them, the focus of this latest royal shakeup. None other than Prince Louis, the youngest son of the Prince and Princess of Wales. You might assume that one day he'd be in line for one of the grandest titles in the royal system, perhaps even inheriting the prestigious Duke of York title, which has traditionally been passed to a monarch's second son. But according to royal insiders and constitutional experts, that may never happen. In fact, there may never be another Duke of York again, and the reason? It all ties back to one man, Prince Andrew, and the shadow his scandal has cast over the very title he holds. For centuries, the title Duke of York has carried enormous significance. It's traditionally granted to the second son of the reigning monarch, symbolizing loyalty, service, and royal continuity. From the battlefield heroics of the early Yorks to the modern-day dukedom of Prince Andrew, the title has always been one of honor and prestige. But in today's royal landscape, where public image and trust mean everything, the title's once proud reputation is now tainted. Prince Andrew, the current Duke of York, was stripped of his royal patronages and military honors after his association with Jeffrey Epstein became public. Despite denying the allegations against him, the fallout destroyed his standing within the royal family and, more importantly, in the eyes of the British public. The scandal left an indelible mark, one that King Charles and Prince William are desperate to avoid repeating. According to a senior palace insider, there are no plans whatsoever to pass the Duke of York title to anyone after Prince Andrew's death. Once the Duke's time comes, the title may quietly die with him, ending a centuries-long royal tradition. As one expert bluntly put it, there may never be another Duke of York. That title has become radioactive. And that decision could have major implications for young Prince Louis. Traditionally, being the second son of a future monarch, in this case, Prince William, would almost guarantee him the title once he's grown. After all, his father received the Duke of Cambridge title upon his marriage to Catherine, just as Prince Andrew received his upon marriage to Sarah Ferguson. But the situation now is very different. King Charles has made it abundantly clear that his vision for the monarchy is a slimmed-down crown. One focused on service, integrity, and modernity. He wants the royal family to represent a new era, one that distances itself from the scandals of the past. That means fewer working royals, fewer grand titles, and far more caution about the symbolism those titles carry. As one royal commentator noted, Charles doesn't just want to modernize the monarchy, he wants to purify it. Anything that carries the weight of controversy, like the York title, will likely be retired permanently. That leaves Prince Louis in a unique position. As the beloved youngest child of William and Kate, he's already captured public hearts with his cheeky smiles and playful moments during royal events. But behind those adorable balcony appearances, the future awaiting him may be a very different one than previous royal generations enjoyed. Instead of a grand dukedom, he may grow up as a prince who plays a supporting, but not central, role in the royal story. Some royal watchers believe that by the time Louis is an adult, titles like Duke might no longer hold the same importance they once did. The royal family is increasingly leaning into a future where fewer members carry such distinctions, focusing instead on the direct line of succession, William, then George. Experts predict that the monarchy's next chapter will revolve around streamlining power, reducing cost, and maintaining public approval. And in that landscape, there's simply no room for the baggage that comes with reviving the title once worn by Prince Andrew. Still, the symbolic loss of the Duke of York title feels monumental. It's not just about one title, it's about closing the door on a piece of royal history. The title has existed for over 600 years, held by figures who played pivotal roles in British history, from medieval warriors to modern princes. To retire it permanently sends a clear message: the royal family is rewriting its own legacy. But there's also a deeply emotional side to this. Behind closed doors, some insiders claim that Prince William feels conflicted. On one hand, he understands the importance of moving the monarchy forward and protecting it from the ghosts of past scandals. On the other, he knows what it means to strip away tradition, especially one that his own brother, Prince Harry, has distanced himself from. The Wales family has been careful to raise their children, George, Charlotte, and Louis, with as normal an upbringing as possible. Kate and William have often emphasized that their children should have a sense of purpose, not privilege. And in that sense, perhaps the absence of a title like Duke of York could be a blessing for Louis, freeing him from the weight of expectation and the shadow of royal scandal. Still, for traditionalists, the idea of losing such an iconic title feels like yet another step away from the grandeur that once defined the monarchy. One historian commented, "It's hard to imagine a world where there isn't a Duke of York. But the times have changed. The royal family can't afford another controversy attached to that name." As for Prince Andrew himself, sources say he's aware of the quiet movement to end his line's title with him, and he's reportedly not pleased. Having once enjoyed the privileges that came with being Duke of York, it's a painful reminder of how far he's fallen from royal grace. Friends close to him suggest he feels erased from the monarchy's legacy, though palace aides insist the decision is about protecting the institution, not punishing the man, and so, the story of the Duke of York, one that began centuries ago with honor and nobility, may end quietly in our lifetime. Its legacy overshadowed by scandal, its future extinguished in silence. As for little Prince Louis, his destiny remains unwritten. Whether or not he inherits a title, he will always hold a unique place in the royal family, not as the next Duke of York, but as the charming, spirited youngest prince of a modern royal generation. This, royal watchers, is the dawn of a new royal era, one where titles are no longer shields of privilege but symbols of accountability. The monarchy is changing, evolving, and redefining itself, and in that evolution, even the most historic traditions are not immune. Thank you for joining us on Crown Chronicles, where we uncover the truth behind the tiaras, the traditions, and the tensions of the British royal family. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the royal future, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, because when it comes to the royals, every title tells a story. And sometimes, even a title can disappear into history.